hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, a wonderful afternoon, or maybe you've just woken up and you're too tired to get out of bed, so you've just decided to put this video on. And if I put like a really quiet, mellow voice, then I might just lull you back to sleep. Yeah, I hope everybody's doing good. We are doing chapter 2 of Until Then, Mellow gameplay. I had just got back from a community event. The community I live in does a lot of events. Kind of reminds me of it's like Gilmore Girls Stars Hollow, the town in that show, where they had a lot of events going on. They had more weird events, obviously, that was a TV show, but yeah, over here we have events in the important holidays, and obviously we're not even a month away from Christmas, but I could see immediately after Halloween was over, all the shops were just filled with Christmas stuff. I like Christmas. Sometimes I do think it's overhyped, and a lot of people get pressure to spend so much money and buy loads of amazing things, and I think the most important thing about Christmas is to just have people you love around you, and just to have some nice food, and have a really nice chill day. So I hope none of you are stressing about that, and I just trying to enjoy the time that you have until the end of the year. Maybe not planning resolutions right now, but maybe just thinking about what you guys want to start 2026 with. It's really weird to say that, 2026. So the event was pretty cool. I had drunk so much water. Before we left, and when we parked, we started walking up, and I immediately needed to pee, and I'm just really, really just a fuddy-duddy when it comes to using public toilets. So it wasn't that far away. It's like a 5-minute drive, but when we got there, I noticed that basically the whole community event stuff that they put on for Christmas, Easter, the summer holidays, or basically for kids or for adults with kids. So and I'm not in that category. So not exactly fun if you enjoy that kind of thing, even if you're just there to socialize with a big group of people, whether you have kids or not. But we got cookies and then just left after 10 minutes. So and it was supposed to be to commemorate the lighting of the Christmas tree, and the sun hadn't even properly set by then. It wasn't really dark, and when we got there, we noticed that they already lit up the tree. So we just thought, okay, let's just have a little walk around and see what we could get. And then we just came home, and now we're in our comfort zone. Just I like going out, but sometimes it's just nice to have a weekend indoors. Just the amount of hobbies that I have and that we have, it's sorry, I'm rambling on. So let's carry on with chapter 2 of Until Then. So we left off with a couple of new students are joining the school, and Mark, I believe he must be about 15, 16 maybe, or maybe, I don't think he's a senior, because they were talking about other seniors joining the school. And I think Mark is a bit suspicious because he thinks he knows the two students, or at least one of them. Louise, the class president, who is absolutely perfect, whom Mark has a crush on, says that she's been having these weird deja vu moments, which is also really cool, very interesting. And now we're just gonna see what's really happening. I guess this is all linked to what was happening in the Philippines in 2014. So I'm really interested to see what's next. So as always, I will be, either doing some dialogue reading, some commentating, and maybe I might go a bit quiet with some scenes that seem really important to stay quiet for. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so we're in the classroom, and it's, I think it might be early in the morning. The exam results are out. Can't wait to see which ones I flopped. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, wow. Oh, of course. Okay. She got 50-50. Mark got 35 out of 50. Of course. Of course. That's Louise. Seems too good to be true. Okay. In the language that they... some people speak their mother tongue. I'm assuming Louise got 49 again. English. Brian. They're very funny. Ruby. I'm not sure who Ruby is. Oh, Ruby is Louise's friend. That's not terrible. This is just kind of bringing me back to school, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Let's go down like this. Wow. Ryan did pretty well. Ooh. So I think, okay, so if you're below 30, then it means, oh my gosh, somebody got 13. Wow. I don't really know, like, what they teach in art in the Philippines, but in our class it was like coursework, all coursework, up until GCSEs, because GCSEs is where you have 60% coursework and 40% exam, or maybe it's the other way around. And the exam was like, the mock exam was like 5 hours, and then the real exam was 10 hours, so you would get 5 hours on Monday, 5 hours on Tuesday. I got a C at the end of it. I thought, you know what, that's, I'm done. But I do way better at art than I'm like really good at art now compared to high school. Oh my gosh, he got 13. Maybe this looks like, I don't know if this is because the game didn't, or they didn't want to put in like artwork, but maybe this looks like they do exams, like theory work. They probably do practicals, but I don't know what my parents would say if they found me failing, especially if it was like the subjects at GCSEs. In the UK, you choose 4 optional subjects. Sometimes at some schools will say 5. And yeah, if it's really difficult because sometimes you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Like, you know, art is something I really, really enjoyed, but I thought I was going to be taught how to draw properly and how to actually like draw still life and be able to draw like an apple and paint it or colour it in to make it look like a real apple, you know. I just think of apple because that's like one of the first things they teach you in art. Well, they don't teach you, they just say, hey, draw this, you know, we've got some objects and it's usually an apple or like, you know, a plant or something. So it's really, really kind of demotivating, I think, when you start a class and you just think, wow, this is not what I thought it was going to be. And that all led me up to, so like, I took it from, so you have year 7 to year 9, so you're usually around 11, 12 years old, and then you're usually around 13, 14 when that ends. And then year 10 and 11 is usually around the 14, 15 to 16 mark. So for 3 years, you get to like have a taste of the subjects like art, history, geography, RE, drama, media studies, PE, and tech, like wood tech. You have like a wood shop, or you know, work. What do Americans call it? I'm not sure. Textiles, that kind of thing. What we call design and technology. But obviously, I'm sure there are like schools in the UK that do better subjects, better options, and you know, there are probably way better schools abroad as well that give kids the opportunity to like do something like government in politics or economics or film studies rather than doing media studies, because they're two very different things. So yeah, sorry, I'm rambling, but yeah, art was a bit of a disappointment when I ended up with a C, and then I just gave it up for a bit, like you do. You know, you start to think, you know, your grade reflects your talent. Just becomes that self-fulfilling prophecy, and then you just kind of decide, actually, you know what, I'm gonna put this behind me and I'm gonna start again and just do art for fun, forget about grades. And actually, now that I think about it, why would you grade art? Sorry, my headphones just did something funny. Okay, what was that? Oh, right, so it's the annual audition. Wrong. Okay. What the hell? Going all in on this piano thing, huh? Though you might want to tone it down if you don't want to look like a possessed idiot. You didn't have to do that. God, you nearly gave me a heart attack. Poor guy. Just you wait, Kath. I'm telling you. Just look at those sunken eyes. You absolutely needed that energy surge. And whose fault do you think that is? Well, well. Don't you accuse me of your own wrongdoing. I told you we'd go early today, and still. You chose to sleep late over some lame-ass MMO. But who's the one responsible for dragging me into this stupid plan? Huh, right. I wonder who. Don't you... Hey, look. You still haven't answered my question. The results are out. She seems like such a draining friend, but like also, you know, her heart's in the right place. Just get enough sleep next time, please. God knows what other creepy shit you'd be doing alone. Forget it. They got up at dawn for this, like... Wow. Anyone will be here any moment now, then they'll be like, whoa, Mark, is that you? This early? I feel like yawning as well. Oh my god, it's gonna make me yawn. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Oh. I'm so sorry. Looks like you need another scare to wake you up. I got a 13 on art. A third scare would just be overkill. Are you sure? I'm wide awake now. Don't you... Oh, it's gonna make me... Don't you worry. If you say so. What you got there? Well... That's a pretty good job. It's decent. Nothing surprising. Your definition of decent is what's surprising here. Well, unlike you, my bar is higher. To be fair, my bar's higher than yours. Mine's just upside down. Well, I guess I can live with this. Ooh. Something is lagging. You don't have to play humble with me, you know. Huh? Well, Kath, look at these. So, I think that's not bad. That's not terrible, I guess, for someone who doesn't study and just crams all the time. I bet art is just not his strong point. What do you think of my disgraceful scores? Yeah, let me guess. The usual 30 to 34s, barely passing. Maybe you got lucky this time and got a 36? I said, look at my scores. Fine. What? 30? 30 what? Huh, you saw that, right? Humbly, I did get a 36. What have you done? Were you sitting next to Louise? Did you just cheat? I would never. I'd unfortunately finally tried my hand at actual studying. How did you study? When? I don't mean to brag, but it took just 2 good hours of studying without distraction. Is that it? Really? All just a day before the exams. Wow, okay. I feel like my husband did this when he was in school. And I was always the person to like need to study really, really hard just to get like B's. Sometimes an A would slip in, but yeah, that's just how my brain works. Remember when I told you last time about that sleeping genius in my noggin? Yeah. And just like that, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, it has awakened from its eternal slumber. That's it. Playtime's over. This is a fluke. Teachers were forgiving. Exams were just too easy. No, they weren't. Period. Hell no. I'd argue it wasn't easy at all. Oh, really? Yeah. It was... Who's that? Oh, that's probably the new girl. Speaking of flukes, this stupid plan actually worked. Shh. Not yet. Lie low and keep it down. Remember, we have to establish a strong connection with the target. At the soonest. You weren't kidding. New students do come in early. Newbies like her would want to attract attention, so they can mingle as much as they can before classes start. And you really think that being her first new friend is worth sleeping early for? That's correct. You get higher chances of winning her heart. I read that online, by the way. So why the heck did I get dragged into this if it's just about you? Duh. 'Cause you're the backup plan. Wait, what? That wasn't part of the plan? Shh, quiet. Now what? So much for they want to attract attention and mingle. Trust me, she might be a meek one. I've seen this kind before. She is so hilarious. This dialogue's very good. It's very quick-witted. Quiet as a mouse. But once you get to know her, well, you'd be surprised. We'll see about that. Oh my, she's pretty. Did you see that? Yeah. And I can also see where this is headed. He looks so exhausted. I know, right? We'll get together and become good friends. Then I'll ask her on a date. Then we'll watch the stars. Then do whatever they do in the movies. I hate to break it to you, but this isn't Hollywood. And it's now or never, man. Here I go. Oh my gosh, she's so confident, but sometimes that could be a bit off-putting. Especially if it's your first day and you're new. Hey there. Kate, right? Oh my gosh. I'm Catherine Joyce, but you can just call me Kath. I'm the friendliest one you'll ever meet here, as you could probably tell. Your name's Kate, right? It kind of sounds like mine, you know? What a coincidence. I'm sure that means we'll be good friends. She is not into this. Ah, yes, I know that feeling, my friend. Sucks transferring to a new school, I know. You'll get used to it for sure. We're all nice around here. Especially me. The sweat. The beads of sweat is so funny. No wonder you haven't had a girlfriend yet. Yep, that's true. Yeah, you're also one to talk. Mark, you just don't. You're both the same. That's why you're friends. Yeah, it's probably why you kind of attract people who have the same. I guess it was going through the same things as you. So, welcome to Liamsome Integrated School. This is Class 9 Pearl. Kath at your service. She's not saying anything. You must be the silent type, huh? Oh my gosh. I'm the polar opposite of the silent type if you keep talking. So it would be very nice of you if you could keep that mouth shut. Thank you. I said thank you, didn't I? This is not good. Oh my gosh. That smug smile. Welcome to Hollywood, eh? What's the problem? Cat got your tongue? Or should I say, Kate got your tongue? Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh my lord. You dickhead. That shitty joke did not help at all. I've been stripped of all my dignity. Didn't you see? I did. And it was fun. Well, let's see who's laughing now. What the hell are you doing? I told you. You're the backup plan. Who said anything about that? Just face it. Now go and talk to her. That's true. Sorry for the commotion back there. That was just my friend who's too friendly. She's just like that sometimes. Look, I don't want to meddle in your affairs, but let's do the opposite of what you would usually do. Let's say, I just want to welcome you. This place sucks, but it's got its moments. Yeah, okay. She is just not receptive at all. Wait. Go ahead. You're free to make a comeback. Did someone tell you? Tell me what? About the... Never mind. Oh, everybody keeps saying never mind. This is like the third or fourth time somebody was about to say something that might actually make a difference to, like, the story. That actually might shine some light on something, and then they just, like, forget about it, you know? Want to talk about it? No. You may leave now. Oh, she's so sassy. But we just talked, kind of. I'm not fond of all this yapping. Okay. Name's Kate. If that helps shut your mouth. Oh, wow, that is... I'm Mark. Nice to meet you, I guess. And that's our new classmate, folks. Hooray. Man, I don't know what just happened back there. But that ain't fair. I'm the social butterfly here. Not you. I'd think twice about that title if I were you. But just how? She even introduced herself? If you could even call it that. Now that this mission has failed, would you please let me take a nap? Whoa, Mark. Is that you? This early? Put a sock in it, Ryan. Hey, dude, that must be Katrina, right? What's up, Katrina? Oh, it's very awkward in here. You too, Kath? Dude, why'd you guys come in so early? Kath? Hello? Yo? Kath got your tongue? Ugh, shut up. I think they got there at 6 a.m. It's lunchtime. Or maybe, sorry, maybe it was at 6 a.m. Don't you want to play air piano again? Finally. Rise and shine. Just how much sleep did you get? On one measly hour? Make it 2. It's a good thing you got lucky today, Junjun. What? You slept through 3 classes in a row. You know, just like Junjun over there. I did what? Why didn't anyone wake me up? Well... we tried, but it was no use. I really like the use of, like, I can see, like, some kind of anime, like, kind of style of art here, and I'm liking it. I don't know if there was much of this in in chapter 1, so... That's hilarious. That's really funny. Just keep yawning. God, it's so funny how some students like just know all of the teachers' gossip, like all their personal stuff. We had like a couple of teachers who married other teachers in the school, so you know, I do think that most of what people said about them were like rumors. He didn't do his homework. This guy is like really bad at remembering things. Like maybe he should, you know. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I should laugh or take this seriously. It seems very melodramatic. Oh, is this for the environment? So he might be expelled or suspended at least. Definitely. Definitely impossible. Oh my gosh, he's probably gonna say like 10, 7 minutes. You could like find something and say it's like a found object, but then the whole project was, you know, a poster, so yeah, there is no way you can cram this in 7 minutes. Oh my gosh. Gotta dash my way to the supplies. Sorry, to the supply store? No, no way. There is... That is... Oh my gosh. Oh no. Well, I didn't ruin his sandwich or his drink or anything. I didn't... Maybe he's talking about the supplies, the supply cupboard. Because we had one in the art department as well. Oh my gosh. I didn't know what to do. Oh my gosh. That's true. Sometimes I look at some artists' like work, like artists from like... Oh my god. I hate life, you know it. Yeah, sometimes I think Picasso... Sorry to those who like Picasso, but I just didn't like learning about him really. And you know, our art projects is where like you had to copy like and try to paint or draw exactly like a specific Picasso painting that they would give you as an assignment, and I just think that's not really learning art, like in my opinion. It was, to be, it just seemed like a bunch of I don't know. Oh my gosh. I think either way, I was going to bump into her. Hey, Mark. Hey, Billy, my guy. What's up? What's the last minute rush today? Need anything? Mark pen, printings, Xerox. Well, we didn't even have this kind of thing in my school. I did need something. But I don't think I'm in good shape to cram now. That girl isn't in good shape as well, it seems. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Is she like... Oh my gosh. Oh no, she's so angry. Oh, she is not gonna grab your hand. You! You monster. I don't need your hand. I have two, and I can stand on my own, okay? Hey, what? What's your deal? Sorry, but I didn't mean to. Oh, I don't think you can apologize with sorry and then use the word but afterwards. It's like a thing that me and my sisters used to say to each other. Like, well, actually, when I was young, I had such a hard time saying sorry. I would say sorry, but like it doesn't. It's not. It's not a real apology if you're trying to excuse yourself. Like, if you're trying to like justify why you did something. So, don't say the word but when you're trying to apologize to someone. Didn't mean to ruin someone's first day in the school? Okay, sure. Thanks, I guess. Oh, that's the other new student. To be fair, you were blocking the halls. Right in the middle. Wow. So are we just totally ignoring the fact that someone was ruthlessly barreling through the halls? I know. But sorry, you're in the wrong too. Stop saying but sorry. I lost my consciousness for a moment there, that's true. You almost killed me for Pete's sake. Hey, I'm... Like, Billy is just in the background, watching all of this being entertained. Look at this mess. Look at me. I'm a mess. This is... I was so excited to start a brand new life here. And you're just gonna mess it up like that? What am I supposed to do? Whatever. I never want to see your face again. Oh no. Great. 7 minutes is over. Right, so now they're going to be sent to the principal's office and they're probably going to become friends eventually? Maybe? Fortunately, we have extra uniforms for students. You ought to return them next week. You understand? Do you realize the consequences of misbehavior? Let this day teach you a well-deserved lesson. You will stay here until the dismissal. I've called the principal. She'll be here in a few hours. Wait a second. Have I seen your face here before? Me? Yes. I believe we've already met. I knew it. Just how many warnings do you have left? Before you get expelled? I don't know. I'm invincible? Yeah. Candy? You want one? Mint? Fruit? What was I thinking? Candy won't be enough to tame the beast. There's got to be something in here. That was easy. This is funny. She laughed, so I guess we're off the hook. Fancy schmancy coffee. The first time I had coffee was when I was like 17, 18 maybe. But it wasn't like black coffee. It was just like, had a little bit of sugar in it and I thought it was disgusting. I think the only hot drink I'll have sugar in is an English breakfast tea. Twinings or PG Tips to be exact. I prefer PG Tips over Twinings. So yeah, if you're ever in the UK, PG Tips is the best, hands down. And you like want to put in a teaspoon of sugar. Obviously, if you don't take sugar, that's fine. But like I always put like a flat teaspoon of sugar, and then I brew it for like 3 to 4 minutes, and then I take the tea bag out, and then I mix some like milk in. I don't know, maybe like 3-4 tablespoons of milk. Let's round it up to five tablespoons. And it's just so good. It's like nothing beats a really good cup of tea. Like when you're feeling just a bit low, or when you just need to pick me up. You know, it's definitely better than like, I know when people say pick me up, sometimes like they refer to like alcohol, but I think definitely having tea is better than alcohol when you're like stressed, or you know, when you're like angry or something. It really does calm you down. But coffee, I only now have been drinking black coffee like when I'm really, really tired and when I like need a kick. But I'll have like a tiny, like a quarter of a teaspoon in like a half a cup of hot water, and I won't even drink it all. Because it's too much for me. But my husband drinks black coffee, like no milk, no sugar, just black. And the brand is Nescafe, and that has to be, I guess, like the best coffee. Maybe some people will disagree, but you know, in the UK, I meant like there's probably other better coffee. So yeah, I was just about to say something that was going to, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. What's your favorite hot drink? So I know there's many hot drinks you can choose from, especially if you have a hot drinks machine. I mean, my other go-to is hot chocolate, obviously. But I've tried dark hot chocolate and I really like it. I've been having a lot of dark chocolate. So it's actually it's a lot healthier for you if you need to have some chocolate. You know. I've never had Arabic beans before, but they sound very like premium. So the teacher said the principal's going to be there in a few hours, so they're just gonna wait there until school's over, basically. Don't really get that. She's not budgeting. I don't think she really wants to be our friend, let alone talk to us. Oh my god, she's She just doesn't want to look in our direction. That's crazy. Yeah, the principal is just hoarding all of the money that he's supposed to be using on students so he could just like have this fancy office. My head teacher's office was like just kind of bland. But yeah, our school was pretty poor. Oh. It all went downhill from there, yep. I think it's just a money problem. When schools can't uphold their reputation. Batch valedictorians. Oh wow, who are these people? Okay. So these are the kids of the principal. Okay, got it. Okay. Nice. Nepotism. Wow, I've never seen, I don't know, maybe this is common in Filipino schools, like this decor. I'm not sure. I'm just wondering, because this is crazy. And the classrooms are so terrible. Like, the chairs are just, yeah, give up. She might start talking to us if we actually be quiet. That would annoy me. Oh my gosh. There's no way they could punish students like this. They didn't really do anything that terrible. This is insane. Like missing out on important learning time. Well, she's talking to him now. Maybe there's something else on her mind. But I don't know, I guess if it is just this that she's annoyed about, I guess it is her first day of school and it's really hard when you're new. For anybody who's starting something new, a job or school or a club. I feel like when you start a school, you're just like always looking up the rules or just like trying to follow the rules, and then when you get, when you settle in a little bit, maybe after a year, you just kind of don't care anymore. Oh, that's my timer. I'm just gonna take a break after this and just do some stretching. Just take a screen break. She is going to slap him. What is this music? Am I like reading into this wrong? I don't... This is so weird. I don't even know what they're talking about right now. Are they like flirting or something? Is this like smart people flirting? Even though Mark is not really supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be smart, but like he just doesn't want to try. He could be smart if he tried. They are like so close to each other. This is so hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh, he might be talking about, you know, her lady bumps. Flat tire? I don't know, maybe. Oh my god, that's the principal. Wow. I wasn't expecting somebody dressed like that, but... Because, you know, usually, like, they're not dressed in, like lounge clothes and funky scarf. Of course it's you again. Although it's the first time you brought someone with you. I sincerely apologize for the trouble. I hope we can resolve this ASAP. Or whatever. I'm in a hurry. Come on, follow me. Okay, let's begin. Mrs. Legaspi has told me everything. I have to say, what you've committed is one serious offense. Serious indeed. But it's his fault. Hold your horses, miss. You'll get a chance to speak up later. Understood. I'm sorry. Flat tire. Come again? Your sedan. I think it has a flat tire. How do you know? I just saw it earlier. And? There it was. A flat tire. So flat you wouldn't be able to drive it. That sounds horrible. I have to get that fixed. Absolutely. That's it. Miss, where are your manners? It's his fault. All his. He was blazing through the hallway without a care in the world. Mister, no running in the halls. We made that clear in the handbook, didn't we? You guys did make it clear. Props to you for that. 4 thumbs up. But little Missy here was blocking the middle of the hallway. Oh, miss. I'm sorry, but you can't do that. You should have known to give way, right? No, but look. Isn't it clear who should be held accountable? Clear as day. If he weren't running in the first place, none of this would have happened. Same outcome if she were blocking the hallway. Plus, you wouldn't have annoyed a bunch of your schoolmates. pretty sure you annoyed a bunch of them along the way too. You just don't want us to admit it. Silence. I've had enough out of you two. I'm calling your parents now. No, please. I just transferred here. They'd be so... No. Please don't. Don't look at me like that, Mark. You surprise me. Mark? Well then, if you don't want me to call your parents, for the love of everything good and holy, just make up with each other. What? How? Figure it out or I'll call your parents now. I've got a more wide sail to catch, so make it quick. Okay, fine. I'll cover everything. I'll pay for the repainting of the walls and flooring. That's good. I'll get you a cool gift too, because I love this school and I love you. You don't have to, but okay. And lastly, okay, maybe this might actually get us a better grade if we do square. Okay, I'll help little Missy here redo her art poster, which I obliterated to bits. That sounds like a good plan then. It covers everything we'd otherwise worry about. My pleasure. But Mark, I've been hearing about your grades. Remember, you can't make up for that in any way. You have to study harder if you want to stay here. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna miss you guys if I leave. Sorry. So, miss, how does Mark's plan sound to you? I can take it, I guess. Alright. You two may go home now. But what about schoolwork due today? Turn them in next week. Your teachers will understand. Wow. They got off really easy. Awesome. Awesome. More time to do that stupid art project. I guess. Okay, this is my final warning. Mark, please don't run in the halls. Miss, please don't block them. Do you two understand? Understood, Mrs. Chavez. It won't happen again. Yeppers. Yeppers. What is that? Meeting adjourned. Be safe on the way home. Well, at least she cares about their safety. So, that happened. You got away with it just like that? Just like that. Cool, huh? For the record, since you still ruined my first day, I'm totally not forgiving you. Cool. Not yet, that is. Nah, they never bothered to ask your name. So what is it? As much as I hate to introduce myself to you, I'm Nicole Laxamana. I don't know why it's like jittery. You can call me Nicole. Nice to meet you. Disgusted to meet you, Mark. So, what are we gonna do? Okay, I am going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to split this episode, or I'm going to split this chapter in 2 parts. This is really cool so far. I guess I like seeing how badly, or I was going to say how well, but maybe how badly he's doing in school. And I guess it was also a good introduction, the way they, introduced us to the 2 new students. So it wasn't just... It wasn't done in like such a boring way. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next part gives. And yeah, I'm a little bit weirded out by the jittery pixelated bits. Like they only last for a couple seconds, but when she said her name, it jittered a little bit. So yeah, let's see what happens in the next part of the chapter. So yeah, again, thanks for watching the playthrough, and I hope you're enjoying it so far, and let me know if I'm a little bit too loud, and let me know if you want me to be a bit more mellow. I could definitely do that. I was thinking of like maybe moving my microphone a little bit further away, because yeah, sometimes I do get a bit loud, so yeah. Cool.